Alright, wakey wakey, rise and shine. But now also, let me put my alerts a bit higher because I can't seem to hear them. Which is annoying. Like, really, really annoying. Let's put them there. And thank you! Itsuchi was taken. Thank you for the follow. It's a very strange coincidence, but those are the best ones, aren't they? Like, the really strange ones where you're like, wait a second, this can't be happening. Alrighty, let's put everything in here. And today we finally have our completely grown Crystella trees. This has been the day we've been waiting for, like half a season. Alright. So let's pick up a new commission at the Commons Guild. It's Friday, so it's the last one we can take before the weekend. Alright, and Higgings just got in front of me. Dang it, man. I'm gonna run. I want to have first pick. Our country is in urgent need of 2 advanced givers. Which is the other one? 1 boombox. Or Sandrock. I'm fine with sending a boombox to Sandrock. That's a very cute emoji. That is an adorable emoji. Alright, let's make the boombox. Shouldn't be too hard, is it? Oh no, it's my workshop that I need to find one. It's a really peaceful game, Kenzie. It's a really peaceful game. Like, you can't really be stressed out. Unless you're me, who's thinking about Crystella trees. Let's be honest. But that's okay, I'm that kind of person, so that's okay with me. We need bronze plates and leather horn. Let's fix those. Can you make me... Let's make 10 of these. That should be enough for now, at least. And the leather horn. Probably in here. I need blue leather. Oh well, that means we're going to fight some mobs today. I can call you GG, by the way. Okay, then I will call you GG. Let's see. Let's put these things in here. I missed those. And I have to get at least 10 of the blue leather, but that's okay. What? I don't know. I need to go to the wastelands. Alrighty, so let's do the DD stop with my horse. Best invention ever. Take your horse with you on the DD stop. Or you can be like me, Kenzie. I completely forget about quest deadlines and then wake up and get a notification that my quest expired. I'm like, what? I didn't know you had a deadline. Which might be even worse, to be honest. But that's okay. I got used to it, that I need to be really careful when accepting quests with deadlines on them, because I tend to forget those so quickly. You've never played it, really? GG. Do you want to play it at some point, or are you just fine with watching it and it's like the ultimate game you watch? More slippies, they're down here. I hope my horse can follow, otherwise I have to climb up again, just to get my horse back. My horse seems to be doing fine. Got 7 blue leather. That's not as much as I thought I would have by now, but that's fine. Hello? Maybe he just wanted to stay here. It's okay. Not really gonna work out if I slaughter them all, but... Now we're up here again. Probably have to watch out for... Like, how is she called? Fufu or so? Like the emo equivalent of the Slurpee. You can only imagine what playing feels like. A Slurpee! I was fairly close. Alright. There we go. Don't like her. I think she's like my least favorite mob. Like, most of them I can like... Yeah, they're annoying, but they're okay. But this one is like, the Flurpy is... You're not even fun! I'm just gonna slaughter a couple of them. Because otherwise I run out of blue leather the first time I need to make anything, but really. I have to say, Kenzie, this is, I think, one of my favorite games to stream. So, I kind of get why you want to wait for it. On the other hand, why just not start now and keep continuing streaming it? Ooh. Bye, Gigi. Hope to see you around. Alright, let's ride home. I think we've given the Slurpees a bad enough time today. Alright, so let's go home. Hello, there we go. My workshop and see how things are going to go there. That's about the blue leather, so I think we can work with it for quite some time. And then I can make the 2 leather horns. I don't know whether I put in the order. My favorite character of the game? I'm not quite sure. I think Django is one of the most interesting characters. He has a whole backstory that we don't know a whole lot of. We do know, like, little bits and pieces. We know he has been a knight and was one of the greatest knights the world has ever known, but, like, we don't know a lot about him. Which makes him a very interesting character. I know a lot of people are really into Emily, but she's kind of like this flat, supportive character that... She doesn't really speak to me. She's like... The nice neighborly girl, but I know a lot of people like Arlo is so amazing, and I'm like, he doesn't really have a story either, as far as I know. Maybe I'm not big enough friends with him, but I think I know Django better, even though Arlo is a better friend. Got really easy friends with Albert because I was just making... What does he want again? Let me see. I had a lot of spicy fish soup, and I gave him, like, spicy fish soup every single day. I had, like, a stack of 30 or so. So that was a very easy way to get relationships. Same goes for Paulie. I know we're not, like, the biggest friends because we're still buddies, but he loves his simple desk, and I had a couple of them. Same goes for Gil, who prefers the tea table, which I also made, like, a whole bunch of copies from. And just... went by every single day just to... Yeah, just my little present round. Mint is nice, but I barely speak to him anyway. As you could see, like, yesterday he fell asleep on the bench. And I can't really talk to him, and if he's awake, he often falls asleep during the conversation we have, so I'm like, you're not, like... the type of person I would talk to in IRL, so... It sounds nice. Sounds definitely nice. But I think... like, a lot of characters are very easily nice, as long as they are not, like, the villain in the story. Even a villain can be a nice character. But I think, personally for me, my favorite characters are often those who are a little bit more complex, do have a little bit more of a backstory to them. Which, in this case, Django is. Even Aidid. Like, we don't know anything about Aidid, but I think he is a better character than some of the NPCs that we speak a bit more often. I also feel like they did Ginger dirty. Are you going to harvest them? Like, one by one, or... It's gonna take 7 days again. Okay, so... You're done. You are. You are. And we're just waiting on this one who needs 20 seconds, so let's wait for that. I feel like they did Ginger dirty. Like, I do get there can be like this shy girl who has a medical history or mystery in this case, and they want to build a story around it. But in this case, like, you've got the Ginger who is medically challenged, and then you've got her big bad brother. How is he called again? What are you called again? Gust. I don't even have to open it. It's Gust. They've got a big bad brother, and he's really protective of her. So one of the relationship books you can actually get with Gust is that he is not going to follow you and Ginger around if you decide to go out with Ginger. And I'm like, how is that? Not really sure that I agree. But that's okay. Alright, so we're just waiting on the titanium plates. Is it everything we need for... We're waiting on one more bronze plate, and it's actually here. Fine, now make it... I have to put it in there. That's fine. There we go. Oh, it's still 7. Darn it. Alright, let's just wait for the 7th plate. It will be ready in a single hour. Yes, he does teach people a lot of recipes. That he certainly does. I mean, he owns the only pub. Like, he has to be a cool guy. Otherwise, there will be no pub in town anyone will be going to. Like, it's not like they can sit at a cafe and be like, yeah, let's hang out together. Because that's not really the case either. How are these going? 6 days and 15 hours and 1 minute. Look at my llamas. If you knock on the door, or more likely the fence of my workshop, you're like greeted by 2 big stone colorful llama statues. They are awesome, I have to say. Let's see if anyone has anything to say in the night of the it's just called the round table. Okay. Recipes. Sure. So I now have meatballs and vegetables. Sounds like a great recipe. Kenzie, are you... You couldn't be more right. If you like cooking in a game, just befriend the guy who gives you like semi-free recipes.
Have you seen a mystery man around town? I've heard people say he sells rare and beautiful items. I wonder if he'll agree to an interview.
No, May, I don't think so. I hate to break the news to you, but don't really think so. Hi, Dr. Sue.
Phyllis is a good helper and a quick learner. My work has gotten a lot easier because of her.
That's great to hear. Oops, sorry, guys. If you like cooking that much in a game, by the way, Kenzie, it's Cooking Simulator and it's not a game for you. Where you'll literally be running your own restaurant and cooking. Alright, let's see. Can I make the boombox right now? I sincerely do hope so. Oh, that's the wrong one. I probably can build it now. There we go. Not what I needed. And let's just wait on the boombox then. Yeah, let's wait till tomorrow. I mean, it's still building. It's not like we're going to hand it in tonight anyway, so... We played a bit of Cooking Simulator. It's a bit too much for my laptop though. It's kind of hard, but I had fun with it. Oh, you're gaming on a laptop? Wow. I sometimes like that as well on the laptop. Really glad that I could build a PC quite soon because my laptop was like reaching temperatures it kinda shouldn't reach. Only the guy should reach it. You just shouldn't reach those temperatures. It wasn't really happy with me. And also I was working on an HDD drive. So not an SSD drive. And it was slow. So I think one of the first videos of Portia, or like the first set of videos here of Portia, are videos where I played, I think, 30 FPS, but I had lots of frame drops, so that wasn't really that great. And like 480p? I'm missing 4 plates, so this could actually be finished today. In a day. Yeah, they can. Oh, that's so nice. You can actually finish Dragonfly today. It's gonna be the day we're going to finish Dragonfly. If I knew it, I'd probably have changed up the name of this the stream. Your laptop is really nice, but you get anxious when it makes noises and gets too hot, so I don't look for things that makes them do that much. I've done a bunch of work, check them out. Thank you, Egg. Yeah, having a laptop that makes lots of noises and it gets really hot is something that you should be mindful of. I mean, nowadays people tend to pack a laptop full with as much resources as one would put in a PC. And if you think about it, like a laptop is 1/10, 1/20th the size, if it's like really thin. 1/10, 1/20th the slice of a tower PC. There is a lot more room for ventilation and cooling techniques that you can put in a PC than in a laptop. And that's something to keep in mind, because you can actually break your laptop by overheating. That is a serious thing that can happen. Let's see. Something is wrong there that I saw already. Do I see something wrong? Yes, I do see something wrong. Oh, no, only 2 of them. Okay, thank you. I hate the drill because there's probably something wrong here and I don't see it. I see something wrong there. And you seem to... Oh, like 3 of them, really? Like, it's in the drill, isn't it? Darn it. I hit something I didn't even know that was wrong. There's something wrong. What's wrong? Oh, there's actually a little line there. It's a gaming laptop, but you don't want to put it through too much. To be honest, Portia makes it overheat a bit, especially when it's on the charger. Portia is a surprisingly heavy game. That's something that I noticed when I stopped playing as well. You think Portia, it's like, oh, it's Portia, how bad can it be? And then you actually play it, and your computer heats up and does all kinds of things, and you're like, well, I don't know whether those are temperatures my laptop needs to reach. It's weird though, because if you play Skyrim, it doesn't seem to make much noise and heat as much as Portia does. It's very strange to feel like, if anything, Skyrim would be more likely to take off heat. I am surprised you're mentioning Skyrim, because I was playing Skyrim and Portia 2 on my laptop. I don't think I've... Yeah, I played some Stardew Valley on there as well, and I think some Don't Starve together, and maybe some Dota and a Loss on my laptop as well, but I think most of the other games that are on my channel, my YouTube channel, I played on the PC. So, yeah, Skyrim is a weird game on that note. It ran better on my laptop than Portia, which is indeed, if you think about it, really weird, but I think it's something with the game's rendering, like Portia's rendering, that might make it a heavier load for any PC than a game like Skyrim. The construction of Portia Museum of Human History is now open to the public free of charge. After a serious feud between members of the Church of Light and members of the Research Center, the two culprits, Red Royalty. Not really that much news, is there? Not really that much news. I want to see what the I Want You is all about. I want to join as well, whatever it is. what are you doing, Jack?
I was hoping we didn't have to go to school until the pipe was fixed.
It has been a long time ago since the pipe burst. Taking a sip of water. It has been a long time since the pipe broke. Really long time, so... If you thought you still couldn't go to school because the pipe wasn't fixed, you don't know me at all, because I am a fast builder. And I am constantly clicking on the weird... the wrong button when I want to pet my cow. It's weird. Alrighty. How's everyone doing? Oh, your tail is so adorable. Like, I don't know whether you guys have seen cottontail rabbits or like rabbits in general. Those have like, you often picture them with like this like cotton ball of cotton on their butts, and it's like their tail. In real life, it's more flat, but it feels like they just stuck on a cotton ball on the backside of these sheep, and it looks adorable, I have to say. I'm hoping one day I can buy game PCs. I won't have to worry about overheating and having to charge it, charge anymore. But the laptop is pretty good, so it's gonna be a long time. Just use the resource that you have. I mean, I wanted a PC anyway because I work in IT, or I'm studying in IT, and sometimes you need to have quite a bit of resource and power to actually do your work properly, and it can really help to have a PC or a high-performance laptop that actually help. And those are often heavier, and since I have to travel to school back and forth, I didn't want to have like this big heavy laptop to use for development and for testing. And that's also one of the reasons if I have a game PC that is like, of course, it has lots of resources, then I can actually use my PC in case I need some heavy-duty work done. And I can use my still quite a powerful laptop, but less powerful than a gaming PC for just taking it to school back and forth. So that's also a reason why I took a game PC, is just having the ability to do some work with regards to my study and later my field of work. One titanium blade away. Just one. We're finishing the build-up out today. I just hope my father didn't finish before me, which wouldn't be surprising. I mean, on the other hand, where did he get his crystals from? I would have loved to know where he got his crystals from, because I don't think I could have done it without the amount of crystallatries that I currently have. Yes, I could have gone back and forth between Ember Island and my workshop, like, every other day, but I still don't think I would have found enough crystals to finish it. Let's apply fertilizer. Oh, you're actually fully happy. Acted his job. That's nice to see. And the sheep are indeed very, very adorable. Like, I'm surprised how adorable those sheep are compared to how quite a bit less adorable those cows are. Like, I'm not a big fan of these cows. No, I still have to wait. Come on. I need my one titanium plate. How much longer? There we go. Built! We're building the Dragonfly! We're building the Dragonfly! I've actually searched for it online, Kenzie. I actually searched for it online, and there is no place other than Crystalla Trees in Ember Island. At least, not that I can recall, because if there had been another place, I probably have been there, and there might not have been, like, any crystals at that point in time. Just saying. Just being curious, and this kind of confirms it. How was this gonna fit? Are we just going to build the wings through the stairs? And if so, how are you going to retrieve the wing fully unscratched from the stairs? I don't understand this. Something is wrong here. Very, very wrong. Alright, let's see whether we can get Antoine. The build-about. We did it. This is the moment of truth. Did we finish it on time? Like, we're going to... Like... On a Saturday. Hey, Antoine, I know you're sitting here in a pub, but... Could you please... Oh, it's Presley actually who wanted
I
it.
see, this is top grade. You've really become an excellent builder.
So, did my pal submit his?
Not yet. Why don't we go take a look?
Right now?
Sure, why not? He's taking a lot longer than expected. I wonder what he's up to. He's working at Higgins' workshop. Let's go there and check it out.
I don't think Higgins wants me there, but that's okay. I like poking the bear with a stick. You say so.
What a surprise! Come in, come in.
This is my house, you know.
But I've seen this from the inside. I think I've never seen this from the inside.
Builder is done with her airplane. We were wondering how you're doing, Maurice.
How was it?
The plane? It was close to perfect.
That's my kid. You hear that, Higgins?
I'll pretend I didn't.
Why are you still working on yours? I would think you'd be done sooner.
Don't worry about it, Kenzie. It was great having you here. And good luck with your puppies. Those are so adorable. Puppies are so adorable. Every baby animal is adorable. Even baby sharks.
Oh, he just didn't want to move his toy out of the way for stupid reasons. You're delaying my schedule, you know. I'll start charging you for it.
Okay. I'm actually done as well, but I wanted to give this to my daughter when she's done with her play. Check this out.
No idea what it is, but it looks awesome.
Oh, interesting. Then you're forfeiting the bout?
Yeah. You know, I started out thinking if I can't be anything else, I can be the fire that can make her into a better builder. But halfway through it, I turned into something else. I wanted to build something for my kid. Here, let me show you.
Have a good day as well, Kenzie. It was lovely having you here, and I hope to see you next time again.
I call it the Robo-Pig Rider. I got a lot of help with it from Merlin, Petra, and even Higgins. But what do you think? It's my best creation yet.
It's awesome.
Don't be so impressed. Why don't you give it a try? It's yours. Come back and tell me what you think after you try it.
I don't know where I'm going to park this. It's not like I've got a parking space next to my workshop. It can fly? How high can I go? Oh, I don't have any endurance anymore. Why is the endurance of the plane linked to... Can I fly over water? It can! This is so awesome! But am I actually? I'm already here! This is so incredible! I got a plane! I sit a bit weird on it. Oh, it's okay. From the sides. From the back it seems kinda odd. And it drains a lot of endurance. I don't know whether it goes fast, but at least it goes as fast as a galloping horse, and it doesn't have any stamina. At least not that much. And I can actually fly 2 days straight with it still. Actually get up there. I can, so actually... Ooh, there is a chest over here. I don't think this is one you can actually send home like your horse. And say, like, good luck. And I'll see you at home. You actually have to take this with you, which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. Bump. Let's fly over this. Can we actually fly over the ports of Portia? We can. So we just flew around Portia.
What do you think?
It's amazing.
I'm so glad you like it. I'm really happy. You know, seeing you all grown up, being a top builder and everything has made my trip so worth it. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I bet your mom is too.
I hope so. I haven't spoken to my mom, like, ever.
What the heck? I'm getting all sentimental. Come on, Prez. Let's go grab a drink to celebrate.
Celebrate what?
A wonderful life.
I think Presley agrees that this is the wonderful life. Oh, it just needs power stones to condense power stones. That is fine. I got too many of them as is. I mean, I've got a year's worth of condensed power stones in my factory as of now. Let's park it here. I think this is somewhat safe. Alrighty, you guys. Let's go to sleep. It has been an adventurous day, to say the least. Very much an adventurous day. No, that's sleep. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. What did I do? Oh, is he going to leave?
See, Claire? We didn't have to worry one bit. I'll see you later, my kid.
And there we have it! Dranina's time in Portia, day 7, season 1, year 3. Dear Builder, you've been in Portia for 230 days. After you took over past worship, you started your work very quickly. Within 1 week, you're already a certified builder. You've received a warm welcome from the people in Portia. You've got to know all the shop owners and became a member of the Portia family in a very short time. When you first got here, made your skill plan to develop Portia was just getting started, and now thanks to you and anyone else, Portia has grown leaps and bounds. The bridge to Ember Island, open haunted cave, daily serves operations, restored a tree farm, the Portia Museum, the Portia Bridge, hot air balloon park, wind generators, South Block, Dana's Mining, the new Portia Harbor, and the Hot Springs Retreat. We were not obsessed with completing commissions and spent a lot of time with your own hobbies. Higgins needs to follow your example. Commons Guild commissions completed 49. That's not really a lot, is it now? You also dove into the abandoned ruins many times. Thanks to Dana's Mining Company, you saved a lot of time. You've cut down 284 trees during your time here, and you were very passionate about cutting down. You've learned to build 60 items, another 86 daily days in a Church of Light. During the rune diving, you covered 935 relic pieces. I exhibited 32 pieces in the museum. I contributed 2,740 products to trade with the South Block trading post. I commissioned the difficult 5 times. My workshop has been winning the workshop title of the year since the beginning. And number of inspections accepted 113. You made big impressions at Adventures of Portia. The Civil Corps speaks highly of you. The Cave on Ember Island. The Poisoned Water. Rescue in Inkle's Mine. Adventure with Mali. The Adventure on Starlight Island. The Search for the All Souls. And the Final Battle. Portia was damaged after the battle with the Rogue Knight and All Souls, but the city's builders were resourceful. You quickly rebuilt everything. The control system of All Souls Wendy was destroyed during the battle and was freed from the Rogue Knight's control. She now stays with the Research Center and helps out the researchers. When asked and Wendy something about technology from the old world is go so fast. During your adventure you defeated 28 rare monsters, you gained a lot of rare wood from them and kept Portia safe. You spent 2,340 hours exploring. By experiment and learning from others, you have mastered more than 5 types of dishes. Everyone is impressed. If you impressed at 5, I don't know how many 10 would be. Fishing is one of your hobbies. I've catched fish 26 times. And I've caught 0 kingfish. The stable was built and I raised 1 mount. Everything beats walking. And during time of Portia, you made many friends. They were all very fond of you. I had 27 buddies. And only 6 friends. No good friends, no best friends, no BFFs. And you are successful in winning the trust of Pinky. This kept Vega took your home as her own without hesitation. Now, various festivals held in Portia throughout the year. Your participation left a good impression on everyone. The gifts you got from the Day of the Bright Sun was 108. I got the maximum spices of the hot pot was 80. I was champion of the fishing day 1 time. And I was champion of the martial arts tournament 2 times. I was champion of the Portia land run 6 times. I was champion of the snowball battle 12 times. That's it! I think that's my days in Portia in a nutshell. Oh wait, no, we're not ready. Darling was your favorite dating activity. You must have a lot of good memories relating to it. Of course, also loved swinging. I didn't marry, so that's fine. His contribution to the Portia Times was finally recognized by Atara Times. She received an invitation to return to the Atara office, but she eventually gave up to stay in Portia, where all her real friends are.